My next guest will be back in action June the 14th at Shamrock FC 364 when he takes on Andres Cisneros. And of course, it is Glendal Buckshot Whitney on the show for the first time. Glendal, you look to be quite the prospect, my man. 2-0 as a pro. How has this camp been? How are you feeling leading into your third pro fight?
Feeling good, feeling solid. I've been working real hard. I'm just ready to go on there and get another dub and just keep working my way up the ladder.
Talk a little bit about your evolution as a fighter. I see too, like, you had some first round finishes as an amateur, now two in a row as a pro. Like, how have you evolved or what area have you evolved the most in recently?
Being patient, not rushing anything, just working my game plan. And I try to do the same thing every time. Just wash, rinse, repeat, keep it moving forward. And patience is a big key in everything, not forcing anything.
Do you feel like you're more dangerous in a certain area of your mixed martial arts game, or are you pretty well rounded overall?
I would like to say I'm well rounded, but it always ends up in the same spot. So, back to back crucifixes. So that's what I'm gonna go for again. We'll keep it at that.
What do you typically walk around at? How heavy do you get outside of camp?
225.
So fighting at light heavy, that seems like it makes a lot of sense. Have you ever considered going down to 185 as your career progresses?
I have not. I have not. I think 220. I think 205 is it's a good weight class for me because I don't see any point for me dropping to 185. Just I'm quick on the feet, got good cardio, and I just feel like if I cut down to 85, I'd be weak, fragile, and just I don't know. Just I wasn't born weighing 180.
Yeah.
I was born
But
over a couple bills. So
yeah, plus I mean making that much of a weight cut too, that doesn't sound like a whole lot of fun.
yeah. So 205 is good, and I'll stick with it.
Tell me a little bit about your coaches, your teammates, who you have around you day to day.
I got Derek Darlin. He's been my head coach since 2019. We work on our sambo, our throws, techniques. He managed me too, so he gets me the good fights. And then I got Dana. He's my chiropractor, doctor, main training partner. And then I branched out to Tyler. He's always been a teammate. Tyler the Kid Rowe out in Apex as well. Him and Kevin Crum. So I got a nice little team. I spar at shoot box on the weekends. I got good boxing partners, and I do a little jujitsu. It's where I get my belts at Body Fit KC, David, Littlewood, Devin, Devin, you know, Devin. What they call it, Bava Parata Jiu-Jitsu. So you know, I, I span out. I got a good circle, and I balance it well.
How old were you when you knew that you wanted to pursue a career in this, or did you know pretty young?
No, I had no idea. I never wanted to fight. I was at Title one day just getting a workout in, and Tyler's like, "Hey man, you should come spar." So I went and sparred, and then he's like, "You should take a fight," and I was like, "Nah." Then after a couple months, I went and did Guns and Hoses, and after that, yeah, I just started fighting. My first amateur fight was in 2019.
So what are your goals now? Like, what do you want to do, as you look forward?
I'd like to fight in the UFC, get a little entry level contract, and maybe 3, 4 fights, and yeah, call it good after that. See what happens.
You're 33 years old now. Is that accurate?
It is.
Do you feel if that is your goal, do you feel pressure to like stay as active as possible and, fight a handful of times a year? I would imagine that the time is now, so you want to try and capitalize and not as many wins as you possibly can.
No, I don't. No, I don't feel pressured. Shit, you got Jared Cannonier fighting at 40. I can fight till I'm 40, 42. I'm good. I played college football. I've been an athlete for shit over 20 years, and shit, I'm just now in my prime. So we'll just have to see what happens. But I'm in no rush.
Where'd you play college ball at?
William Jewell,
What position?
running back and outside backer.
Okay. Were you more like
Yeah,
a fullback or a tailback?
I did both. I did both. So my senior year, I got first team offense utility because I played running back, fullback, a little scat, and then on the defensive side they put me at end and outside backer, and I got second team defense utility. So
Okay.
and then I played special teams, and then I had to tell coach, yeah, you got to take me off special teams because I need a break. So
Yeah, you need to catch
yeah,
catch your wind if you're playing both sides of the ball. That's a lot, man. If you could be like a Barry Sanders and juke someone and fake them out, or you could be like Jerome Bettis and just run them over? What would you prefer? Did you have like a running back you looked up to
Oh
when you
yeah,
were a kid?
yeah, yeah. I liked LaDainian Tomlinson. He was my guy.
Okay.
Run right through him, maybe shake him, one cut and go. But yeah, I'd just run right through him. Keep the pads low, get north and south, one cut and go.
So who's your team? Do you follow a specific team now, or are you more of a players guy?
No, I don't watch football anymore. After playing it for so long, I just this it's not my thing. I don't like watching it. So I like enjoy the UFC. I watch fighting, boxing, golf, but I just don't want to get to the point to where I've watched so much fighting I don't like anymore. But that's
Understood.
how football went. So
What about fighters growing up or now? Like who do you like? Who did you emulate? Did you have like a favorite fighter as a kid?
oh, growing up, I like watching Silva. Silva was my guy. I just enjoyed. I remember every time he was fighting, I was like, we got to watch. I liked him. I liked Frank Shamrock, Lennox Lewis. Oh man, 'cause I used to watch Elite XC every Saturday night on Showtime. Oh man, those were good times. So yeah, Anderson Silva's probably my favorite growing up. I like Rampage, Rashad Evans. So you know,
Okay.
those
All
were those are my
studs.
heroes. Yeah,
Yeah,
oh
no,
yeah.
no doubt, man. If someone hasn't seen you fight yet, and they want to know like what your style is like, is there someone in the UFC or PFL or just at a top level that you would say you're similar to, someone that your style kind of resembles in some ways?
Uh, I don't think I have a no. I think I just have my own style. Yeah, I don't think I emulate anybody. I'd like to say I'm not completely original, because you got to emulate other things, but because nothing's original. But I like to say I have my own style.
Well, with two straight finishes in the first round as a pro, you would seem like the type of guy that Dana White and the UFC would want to go after. Do you feel like your skill set is kind of tailor made for what the UFC looks for?
Yes, yes, most definitely. Go in, get guys out. Don't leave it in the judges' hands. So that's the way to go.
Well, let's talk about this next opponent again. June 14th, Shamrock FC 364. Andres is 4-0, all round one finishes as a pro here. I think it's probably safe to say that this guy has got to be your toughest fight to date so far, right? Like what is your mentality going in against this fight, and how difficult of a test do you think he will be?
It'll be tough, but I'm gonna go in and work my game plan, throw some good stuff at him, stay out the way, and hey, don't get touched.
Do you think there's a certain area you got to watch out for the most with him, or do you feel like you're going to hold the advantage regardless of where the fight goes?
Uh, Honestly, I don't think it matters where the fight goes. I think I'll be in a good spot everywhere.
Would you say this is your toughest fight though? Is that fair to say?
Yes.
All right, and this fight will be in, I believe, your home state, right? What is travel like? How many tickets have you sold? What is the event going to be like as far as support goes come fight night?
Yeah, sold all my tickets, so I'll have my high schoolers there, a couple college buddies, uh, some KCPD members of the force. They like to come out and watch me fight, and family, family and friends. So we're all backstage. The backstage, where you walk out, and drive's not too far from where I stay, and yeah, it's good to be the hometown guy.
Does that add more pressure on you though? Do you feel that if you're competing in front of everyone that's there to support you and see you win dominantly?
I feel the pressure every time. That's why I go in hard and strike first, strike fast, strike hard, Cobra Kai style.
What are the nerves like for you now at this stage of your career? Do you still get how would you compare it to like playing football? Like I know I played football and basketball growing up and I get those butterflies. I never stepped inside of the cage as a professional, so I don't know what that's like. Is it comparable?
Now it's different when I step in that cage and they close the door and when they're announcing your stats and when they say you ready to fight, you ready to fight. That that's when the nerves hit. It's time just to go do work.
And obviously Shamrock FC, big time regional promotion. How excited are you to be fighting on this card, to be fighting for this promotion? It's such a prestigious one here regionally.
No, I'm excited. I'm thankful they gave me the co-main event spot, and it's just a blessing. And I'd like to thank them for the opportunity, and we'll see what happens going forward.
Do you think if you do get this win, maybe you should be fighting for a title for them next?
That's a possibility. I'm leaving my options open, so you know, fight game, you got to be fluid. So I'm gonna stay fluid and not not be set in stone or anything because things change, things can happen. So, but that would be wonderful.
Do you have an official prediction for us? Do you think you make it three in a row, three first round TKO finishes?
Yes.
Okay, fair enough. Well, I'm excited to see you in there, my man. Great chatting with you, Glendal. Best of skill come fight night again, June 14th, Shamrock FC 364. Before we do sign off, I want to give you the floor. If you have like any sponsors or anyone you want to thank, the floor is yours.
Oh yeah, I'd like to thank Derek Darlin, Welcome Matt. I'd like to thank Kilby Jiu Jitsu. I'd like to thank Apex, Tyler Rowe, Kevin Crum. I'd like to thank BodyFit Casey, David, Vava Littlewood. I'd like to thank Jeremy Thon. He's one of my co-workers and all my friends and family, and Charlie Three. And if I forgot you, I'll remember you someday. But I appreciate everybody's support and look forward to seeing you guys next Saturday.